So I'm sat here with my GT Amiga Prime laid on its side because a lot of you in the comments over the sort of review video I did of this and the other video were asking about fitting casters and if we can fit casters to our GT Amiga Prime, and I said yes, I imagine we can. I certainly needed some because I have to move things around, you know, to make videos for you guys. So having it on wheels makes life a lot easier. Now what it comes with is 6 of these sort of small rubber feet, and they screw into your T-nuts, which also obviously come with it, into this bottom channel here. Now you get 6 of them, 6 of these feet, and so you have 6 T-nuts as well. They are an M8 thread, so all you have to do is buy yourself a set of M8 casters. I've actually bought 8 of them. 4 of them lock, 4 of them don't. They come as a pack of 4, 2 locking and 2 non-locking. So I've fitted 2 locking ones at the rear, 2 other locking ones sort of 3/4 of the way down, and then the non-locking ones at the very front and in the sort of middle rear here. And so literally all you have to do is unscrew these feet and screw these in. But in addition to that, because I couldn't find exactly the right length thread on the casters that I wanted, I think there are 15mm thread in length on these casters. I also bought some penny washers and used 2 penny washers on each of these casters, just obviously, you know, like that, and then get your caster and screw it through. Just to space it out enough so the thread of the caster didn't bottom out in this channel here. You might, I mean, I did try and find ones. They need to be maybe 12mm in depth. I couldn't find any. And it was, to be honest with you, it was a real ball ache trying to decide which casters to buy, because you got eBay, you got Amazon, and they're full of crap. Cheap Chinese casters, you know, one listing says rated to 20 kilos a wheel, another listing says rated to 100 kilos a wheel. We all know most of it's bollocks. So I'm like, which ones do I actually buy? You know, I even looked at sort of specialist websites that sell casters, but I couldn't find anything that was the right length and the right thread with the right weight. So anyway, long and short of it is I got these ones. I think they were from Amazon. I will put a link to them in the description. But I basically decided upon them because they were the nearest I could get in thread length, 15mm, correct thread diameter, M8 obviously, and I looked at the thickness of the metal that they're sort of constructing out of and just chose the ones that look the thickest out of all the ones available across eBay and Amazon, because most of them are going to be crap. And they feel okay so far, and they haven't yet collapsed, but of course there's nothing attached to it yet. We've got to add all my racing equipment, me, a 50-inch plasma television which weighs almost as much as me, so we'll soon see how they hold up. But they do feel pretty good in their construction. They don't feel too cheap, so fingers crossed they'll be okay. But yeah, you'll also, if you want to do 8, like I guess is the other thing, you see, the more casters you put on, the crapper they can be, because they'll be spreading the load amongst more of them. So I put 8 on there just because all you got to do is put another couple of these T-nuts slotted in and they screw straight in. You could put 12 or 14 or 20 casters if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you know, spread that load out and make sure they didn't collapse. But I've gone for 8. We'll see how we get on. And that really is all there is to it. Oh, one other little tip. These particular casters I've used, and probably most casters, there's not a lot of space between, basically between the caster and this. So you'll need a fairly low profile, I think it was a 14mm spanner to do them up. This one happened to come with one of the cockpits or wheel stands that I've got here, and so it was just sitting over there on the shelf and it worked perfectly. But my normal spanners were a touch too thick. I mean, it's an easy problem to solve. If you haven't got one like this, just go on eBay or Amazon and buy a 40mm slim spanner, only going to be a couple of pound. You know, they haven't got to be done up super tight, and that really solves it. The other bonus about using these penny washers is it actually spreads the load and the clamping force out a little bit. So you've not just got the sort of 14mm nut doing up tight against your profile. you've got the force spread across these larger washers as well. So it's going to help with stability. They're far less likely to pull out or slip around or anything. So yeah, just a byproduct of needing to space out the length. You get a little bit more stability and security. At least I think so. Anyway, just a quick video to show you how to do it. Whip your feet out, get your washers, screw your casters in, and that's it, job done. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take it easy.